The 1946 1-cent coin of the United States, often called the wheat penny, is a small but meaningful artifact that reflects a pivotal moment in American history. Minted just after the end of World War II, this coin is not merely a piece of currency. It is a symbol of transition, recovery, and national identity. To understand its full significance, one must explore its design, historical context, production details, economic role, and its place in numismatic culture. The 1946 cent belongs to the long-running Lincoln Wheat Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than an allegorical representation such as Liberty. The obverse front of the coin displays a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VB can be found subtly inscribed on certain issues of the series. By 1946, this design had already become one of the most recognizable in American coinage. On the reverse side, the coin features two stylized wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the motto, E pluribus unum. This design gives the coin its popular name, the wheat penny. The wheat imagery symbolized agricultural prosperity and national abundance, important ideals in a country emerging from the hardships of war and economic depression. The year 1946 itself holds special importance. It marked the first full year after the conclusion of World War II, which had ended in 1945. The United States, along with its allies, was transitioning from wartime mobilization to peacetime normalcy. Soldiers were returning home. Industries were shifting from military to civilian production, and the nation was beginning to redefine its role on the global stage. During the war, the composition of the penny had been temporarily altered due to shortages of copper, which was needed for ammunition and military equipment. In 1943, for example, pennies were made of zinc-coated steel. By 1944, the U.S. Mint began using recycled brass shell casings to produce cents. By 1946, the coin's composition had stabilized into a bronze alloy consisting of approximately 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This return to a more traditional metallic composition symbolized a broader return to normalcy in American life. The 1946 penny was minted at 3 facilities operated by the United States Mint: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco are marked with a small d or s beneath the date. Each mint produced millions of coins that year, reflecting the growing demand for currency in a rapidly expanding post-war economy. In terms of mintage figures, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 991 million pennies in 1946, making it one of the highest production years in the series. The Denver Mint struck approximately 315 million coins, while the San Francisco Mint produced around 198 million. These large numbers mean that the 1946 penny is relatively common today. Though coins in exceptional condition or with unique errors can be highly sought after by collectors. The economic context of 1946 is essential for understanding the role of the penny. The United States was experiencing a period of rapid economic growth, fueled by pent-up consumer demand, government spending, and industrial expansion. The cent, though small in value, was an important unit of everyday commerce. It was used in transactions ranging from buying newspapers to purchasing candy, and it played a role in maintaining precise pricing in a pre-digital economy. From a design perspective, the 1946 penny continued the classical simplicity that had defined the Lincoln cent since its inception. Brenner's portrait of Lincoln is notable for its realism and dignity, capturing the president's thoughtful expression. The reverse wheat design, while simple, conveys a sense of balance and harmony. Together, these elements create a coin that is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. In the broader context of U.S. coinage, the Lincoln Wheat Cent series would continue until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse design in 1959. This change marked the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and introduced a more modern aesthetic to the coin. However, the wheat penny remains beloved among collectors for its historical resonance and classic design. Collectors today often seek 1946 pennies as part of complete wheat cent collections. While most examples are not particularly rare, coins in uncirculated condition, especially those with original red luster, can command higher prices. Additionally, error coins, such as those with doubled dies or off-center strikes, are of special interest to numismatists. The study and collection of coins, known as numismatics, provides valuable insights into history, economics, and culture. Coins like the 1946 penny serve as tangible links to the past, offering clues about the materials, technologies, and artistic preferences of their time. They also reflect broader social and political trends, such as the impact of war on resource allocation and industrial production. The symbolism of the 1946 penny extends beyond its immediate historical context. As a representation of Lincoln, it embodies ideals of unity, perseverance, and democratic leadership. These values were particularly relevant in the aftermath of World War II, as the United States sought to promote stability and cooperation both domestically and internationally. In everyday life, the penny has often been the subject of debate regarding its utility and cost-effectiveness. Some argue that the coin has outlived its practical value due to inflation, while others see it as an important cultural and historical artifact. Regardless of its economic role, the 1946 penny remains a cherished item for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The physical characteristics of the coin are also worth noting. It has a diameter of 19 millimeters and weighs approximately 3.11 grams. Its edge is plain, and its bronze composition gives it a warm, reddish-brown appearance that can darken over time due to oxidation. Coins that have been well preserved often retain a bright, coppery sheen, which is highly valued in the collecting community. Another interesting aspect of the 1946 penny is its connection to everyday American life in the mid-20th century. At the time, a single cent could still purchase small items, making it a meaningful unit of currency. Children might receive pennies as allowance, and they were commonly used in vending machines, payphones, and public transportation systems. The coin also reflects the technological capabilities of the U.S. Mint during the 1940s. Advances in metallurgy and minting techniques allowed for the mass production of coins with consistent quality. Despite the high volume of coins produced in 1946, the mint maintained relatively high standards, resulting in coins that have endured for decades. In terms of cultural impact, the Lincoln Wheat Penny has appeared in literature, film, and popular culture as a symbol of modest wealth and everyday life. Its association with Lincoln adds a layer of historical gravitas, connecting the coin to one of the most revered figures in American history. The legacy of the 1946 penny is also tied to the broader narrative of post-war America. This was a time of optimism and transformation as the nation rebuilt and expanded. The coin, circulating in millions of hands, was a silent witness to this period of change. It passed through the fingers of factory workers, returning soldiers, homemakers, and children, each transaction adding to its story. For modern collectors, the appeal of the 1946 penny lies not only in its historical significance, but also in its accessibility. Unlike rarer coins that may be prohibitively expensive, the 1946 cent can often be acquired at a modest cost, making it an ideal entry point into coin collecting. At the same time, the pursuit of higher-grade specimens or unique varieties offers a challenge for more experienced numismatists. In conclusion, The 1946 United States 1-cent coin is far more than a simple piece of currency. It is a reflection of a nation at a crossroads, emerging from the trials of war and stepping into a new era of growth and opportunity. Through its design, composition, and historical context, the coin tells a story of resilience, innovation, and continuity. Whether viewed as a collectible, a historical artifact, or a symbol of everyday life, the 1946 wheat penny holds a lasting place in the rich tapestry of American history.